Alicia Keys is the queen. I have always adored everything about her music, her artistry, the things she chooses to speak about and stand for. She's really, to me, just such a beacon of strength in the artistic community. And she's so unapologetically female and emotional and family oriented and just like, but even though she's classically trained, what she puts together is like the hookiest of hooks. It's simple. The melodies always connect the chord. It's always perfect voice leading. And so I've never learned this song. I love If I Ain't Got You, and I'm so pumped to take a deep dive. So if you guys are new to this channel, I'm going to try to learn the song and teach it to you. So join me for the ride. Grab your guitar. Here we go. Little triplets in free time.
No, 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 no.
B. All right, B. I'm gonna try to get some of this. Okay, E minor. What I'm doing here is you're seeing me like it's 3 notes, it's a triplet. I'm assuming it's a basic triad. I audiated, I found that there's a B in there, meaning I isolated 1 note. And for all you guys that take lessons with me, you know I hammer this. Like, it's either the first, or the first of the chord, B, D, F, right? It's either the third of the chord, so G, B, D, right? Or it's either the fifth of the chord, so it's E, G, B. So it's one of those. So I tried B minor, it wasn't it. It sounds like where it goes. And I tried E minor, and that sounds like it's it. So you got E minor triad. Yeah.
No, 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 no.
Hammering on that B. So what do we have here? We have the key of E minor. That's what we're shooting for at first. E minor triad. Going to a 5. B minor. Going to the 4. That's A minor. And then going to a G major triad. Okay? Now we don't know what the bass is doing, but that's what we're going to guess it is. G, of course, is the relative major to E minor. Same chords. She gives this little flurry in here. Up to G, right? Putting that G on top, and then this little move, that little cadence where you're pushing through, love it. That's so hot. All right.
No, 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 no.
G major 7. That move. Yeah. So tasty and so sick. So she's ending on this G major. It sounds floaty. There's probably that F sharp in there, that G major 7. But then this little move, this little push, a sus to a resolution. Remember, suspension means that you're suspending the third. So this little piece of C major, you got C and E, root and third, going down to the major 3rd and 5th of G. Killer.
Some people live for a fortune. Some people live just for the fame.
Dominant. What the hell is this?
Some people live for the power. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some people live just to play the game.
I mean, that right there, my friends, is about as good as you can do it. Free form, not keeping time, just letting the melody connect the chords in its own space. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's get some.
Some people live.
So you got G major 7. Third, 5th, 6th, 5th. So starting hunting that third, going down to his 6th chord, E minor 7. Shooting for G, which is the third again of your 6th chord. So we're following the thirds down. 2, A minor 7. So that's C over A. C, so this is your triad. So it's like this cluster to this, to this.
Some people live.
That's D. All those little just, love it.
For the fame.
It's so sick. D7 here. You hear that tritone.
Some people live just for the fame.
And it resolves on that D. So again, third of your 1 chord, third of your 6 chord. It's kind of like flat 7 of your A chord, and then you're going straight down, kind of teasing, like this is your 9, down to the root of your D. Perfect melody. So much to learn here. So much taste.
Some people live for the power, yeah.
Soul crushing. All right, so this G major 7, and then check this out. Check this move out. The best way to look at this is, let's say you have a G major triad like this. Drop the root to its flat 7 to create this B diminished triad, and then raise this root up a half step to make this G sharp diminished thing. Why does this work? Why does this work? Because when we get to A minor 7, this is a C triad, okay? And this B diminished here resolves to C. Remember, people ask all the time, when do you use diminished triads? It's as the 3, 5, and flat 7 of a dominant chord. So this would be G7, you're implying, which resolves to C. And you add in that extra funk by just raising the root to G sharp, because that becomes a leading tone to A. Filthy, simple. And I love that she chose that chord to where it's over power. Some people choose the power. And she's hammering. Is it D or B then?
Power,
Yeah. I can't sound like a voice, but she's shooting for that D and then following it down to that C to get that third of A minor 7. Simple. I'm overthinking it. She's not. But then listen.
Some people live just to play the game.
And then right there, just straight D minor. Clean, not D7. And then where's she land?
Some people live just to play the game.
And lands on the A, on the 5th of D. So it's like this basic, simple progression, these little alterations, okay? Adding in that G sharp diminished for that pool of power, right? But then instead of doing D7 after that A that time to keep it flowing, there's a resolution there on D. It's cleaner, and she falls on the 5th of D. Can't be better. Can't be better.
Some people think that the physical things define what's within.
So beautiful.
Been there before. That life's a bore. So
Adding in the triplets.
full of the superficial.
I gotta go back and learn that. Oh, this is so good. 1, G major 7. She's on the 3rd, okay? Melody's on the 3rd of G, going to the 2 chord.
People think
A minor 7.
that the physical things define what's within, and I've been there before. That life's a bore so full of the superficial.
So it's just a simple cadence. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, right? And the melody just follows the 3rd. Basic, right? And just I love that it's such a perfect lead up, right? You got the verse where it's like some people do this, some people do that, some people do this, and then there's this pre-chorus which is kind of like we're going to the why, okay? So, why would people be like this? Why would they be like that? And then the chorus is just no. This is what I'm about. It's about you. Perfect. So powerful. People think there's this powerlessness in needing other people and wanting other people and having somebody complete this piece of your heart that you gave away when you were younger, and it makes this bigger, fuller heart, especially when you have kids together. It's such an unapologetic celebration of that, and it's just the perfect setup musically for the message.
Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything it means nothing if I ain't got you.
That, my friends, is a perfect chorus that came after a perfect pre-chorus that came after a perfect verse. Musically, lyrically, the subject, the delivery, the emotion in her voice, it's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10. It's the high water mark. Let's get some. I love how she leaves all the space and she walks in with just this single notes, not voice leading at all, just right? Single notes, listen.
Some people
G major.
want it all, but I don't.
That's a is it C major 7 there? Yeah, so maybe this E minor triad up here actually has the C in the bass and it's C major 7. That she's implying. We'll find out when the bass comes in, but that seems to be right. Point is, G major scale, shooting for the major 7th of C is my guess.
Want nothing at all.
And then B minor 7. So hanging on that B, so root of B minor.
If it ain't you, baby.
So root, flat 7 of A minor 7 like we did before.
If I ain't got you, baby.
Keep that cadence going down. So now you're getting the root of G when it goes down. Got it. So major 7th of C, root of B minor, root and then flat 7 of A minor 7, and then 9 to root of G. That's your melody.
Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything it means nothing if I ain't
bass note.
And I mean it.
Yeah, C. There it is. There it is. Oh my God, what's happening here? What's happening? Stand by, my friends. Stand by. Ooh, having technical difficulties. Here we go. All right. So you hear that? There's that C note that over an E minor triad or under an E minor triad that makes C major 7. All right. Let's just take it in. We're getting nerdy.
My man Questlove is coming out here to play some drums for us.
Walk up on bass.
That's his Quest. And I also have to invite
There's that cadence walking down.
my dear, beautiful friend, John Mayer.
Love how the band limps in.
Take your time.
Take your
We
time.
just up here vibing.
I love her so much.
Y'all feeling good, New York?
I love how he comes in G major. Then he goes down. Little G minor, but then he goes right back up in G major. This is, I don't know the year, but this is pre him playing with Dead and Company. So that little flare into minor there, I would think these days he probably wouldn't have jumped to, but he jumped out of it right quick.
Okay.
Some people search for a fountain.
Yeah.
Their promise is forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses. That's the only way to prove you love
Key strike in there.
Hand me the world on a silver
Love the snare placement. I love that they're looking at each other and he's not playing.
with no one to share,
no one who truly cares for me. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I
They
ain't
love
got
it.
you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing.
That little cadence.
If I ain't got
I just want to say real quick, the sense of timing, okay? You're not playing to a click here. This is full vibe. This is full groove. This is the best musicians on the planet. It is, and they know who they're playing for and with. When you're playing with Alicia, like you have to let her be Alicia, right? You have to let it be this slow, take your time. Everything happens in the space it should happen. Don't rush me, right? Don't push me. It is what time it is, and you know this because we're in this together, right? And it's just you could just feel it. It's visceral. It drips from it. Let's keep going. John's taking a lead. Actually, I'm gonna restart this real quick. Sometimes I restart my camera to make sure my DSLR doesn't cut me off. Same key, G major. So he's on that BB King box. Root, 5th, 4, 9, 6 over here. So 1, 2, 3 you're shooting for. Get that 4. He does those bends so well. I don't do that well. All those little moves down in here that's why I said before, when he went into G minor land and did did that bluesy thing, I was like, oh man, I don't think he's gonna stick with that. That seemed out to me. And I can see that when he went down here, now obviously this is his song now, and he probably does this intro very similarly each night, but it's very clear you gotta be in there, right? Like you're not B-flatting. It's not really the time it is. Watch him lean on that in the solo because you can do whatever you want to do. That space in the pocket.
It's working against me. And gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, I'll never know
Oh, those harmonies.
what makes this man with all the love
Love
that
those.
his heart can stay. Dream of ways to throw it all away.
Bass is crushing it here.
Gravity working against me.
I love it.
Whoa, gravity said it wants to bring me down.
Come on, Alicia.
Oh, twice as much.
I love that she's just going for it on his song, but then like he comes in like right on the mic with the lower register and kind of leads her back in, and she just lets him take it. Super pros. Listening first, but not afraid to completely go for it and put your stamp on it and soar and love the process. But as soon as you hear that someone's like, zoop, you just let them take it, right? It's this first and everything else second. Watch it.
And it wants to bring me down.
Oh, twice as much.
And then she comes in the middle register to match that harmony.
Oh, twice as much. Ain't twice as good.
No, it's not.
And can't sustain like one half could.
One and more.
One and more.
Love that groove by Quest.
Send me to
Send me to my
my knees. Oh.
keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is.
You gonna keep me?
Just keep me where the light is.
You got to keep me, baby.
Oh, just keep me where. Just keep me where.
What did I say? What did I say? Of course he's going to go back into blues land. Starts out G major, right? And then right away you get this. There's major again. Those little moves. Don't forget that you can G major all day up in here, and it's great when you're trying to do vocal lines to stick with major because you can bend through the minor third, right, and still get there. Get to the major third if you want. It's safe, but then that little actually grab the minor third. Right? That's something that the vocals like really imply, like these blues singers do so well. But just remember as guitar players, like you can bend through it and still stay major, but don't be afraid to just tag that motherfucker sometimes. I love that he just doesn't play with her, he's just singing it. There's that Stevie Ray Vaughan again. You knew it was coming out. He loves it. We all love it. It's the best. Yeah, nice landing. She loves it. I love that she's standing too. It's just the best.
Said I'm trying to tell you, said nothing in the world, nothing in the world. Said it don't mean nothing if I ain't got you with me, baby. If I ain't got you.
He's like, I don't have that one, girl.
If I ain't got you with me, baby.
Look, she looks right at him. She's like, you really gonna follow me up here? And he does it. He does it. He's almost there, and she's like, all right, don't forget, I'm a head cutter from way back. Watch it. And he's like, now John would go for this. I've seen him do this stuff with Dead and Company. You know, all the. Right? Like it's a. That little bluesy slide. Just absolutely tremendous. Tyler Tipton. Tyler, thank you for being a student on GuitarGate. Remember, all of you on GuitarGate get to pick what comes next here on YouTube. It's my little thank you for letting me be your online teacher. Hopefully you learned something in this video. Alicia is like the high watermark, like for artistry in general, in my opinion. There's a virtuosity there that has a matured restraint to it. You're talking basic music theory. You know, these are all just seventh chords in key, right? The D7's in key. There's only one thing that changes. Two things that change. It's a little out. One, you have this G sharp diminished, and again, all that does is function to A major, A minor 7, right? This resolves to this, and this resolves to that. And you use it for the word, again, the word power. Like it's so visceral. And the other part's those little cadences. Perfectly placed, perfect melodies, right? Tracking the close moves here, close harmonies for the verse part. When it goes into the pre-chorus, where it's that up and down cadence, where you're talking about, why someone may or may not do things. It's like there are these types of people, right? Where I nail this in the verse, and then that pre-chorus where it's like, well, maybe that's this. But why do some people do this, that, or the other? And it's this perfect cadence following the thirds up and down, right? It creates this perfect landing for the chorus, which is like, no. For me, it's you, right? This is who I am, and this is why I do it. I realize there's different kinds of people, and I don't know why they do whatever, but the real shit is that you've heard me say it before on this channel, is that life is shit if it ain't shared, right? And you are the reason. This life that we've chosen to build together, that's the point of all of this. And it's this perfect landing after following the thirds, where when it goes to C in the bass, you get this, right? Major 7, right? Amazing. Just so simple. C major 7. On that B for B minor 7, walk it down. Root and flat 7 of A, and then do that again. There's your 9th to your 1. Just straight 1-on-1 for the chorus, for the resolution. Perfect. Alicia, I love you. John, I love you too. Everybody watching, I love you guys. If you dig the vibe here, please hit subscribe. And again, if you want to be like Tyler, take my lessons. You get to pick what comes next on YouTube. I'd love to hear what you're listening to and what you'd like to see broken down. And again, for all you that were interested in the private semester that is sold out, there's a link in the description. Fill out that little form, and maybe we'll do an actual long program and get some other people to help teach this method of combining the rhythm, the harmony, and the melody and the lyrics to try to do like a holistic learning thing of what makes the music what it is, what makes it get stuck in your head. That's what we're all about. The search for the inside. Cheers.